What if I told you that your first $1,000 isn't an investment decision, it's a character test? Not a test of how smart you are. Not a test of whether you can pick the next Tesla. It's a test of whether you can follow simple rules when nobody is watching. Because here's the truth. Most people don't lose money in the market. They lose it before they even start. You finally saved $1,000. It's sitting in your account. It feels powerful. It feels like progress. And now your brain is screaming. Invest it. Make it grow. Don't miss out. But before you even think about buying a single stock, we need to slow down. Because if you don't have a financial foundation, investing that $1,000 is like putting a turbo engine into a car with no brakes. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If your car breaks tomorrow and you need $800, where does that money come from? If the answer is, I'll sell my investments, then you're not ready to invest. Because the market doesn't care about your emergencies. It tends to drop exactly when you need cash the most. And selling during a downturn is how beginners turn small problems into long-term regrets. Step 1 isn't exciting. It's protection. You need at least 1 month of basic expenses in a high-yield savings account. Not 6 months. Not perfection. Just a buffer. And there's something else we have to talk about: credit card debt. If you're paying 20% interest on a balance, investing for a 10% average return makes zero mathematical sense. That's not strategy. That's financial self-sabotage. Paying off high-interest debt is a guaranteed return. The market is not. Now, let's assume you've handled those basics. No high-interest debt. Emergency fund in place. Now your $1,000 is ready to work. Here's where most beginners make a mistake that costs them thousands over time. They choose the wrong account. If you're investing for retirement, a Roth IRA is incredibly powerful. You invest money that's already taxed, and every dollar it grows becomes tax-free forever. Think about that. If $1,000 turns into $50,000 over decades, you keep all $50,000. No tricks. No tax bill at the end. If you need flexibility and access to your money sooner, a regular brokerage account works too. You'll pay taxes on gains, but you can withdraw anytime. Different tools, different goals. Now, let's talk about what to actually buy. And this is where people either build wealth or destroy their confidence. Your first $1,000 is not the time to gamble on trending stocks. It's not the time to day trade. It's definitely not the time to chase hype. Instead, you do something boring. And boring is powerful. You buy broad index funds. Funds that own hundreds or thousands of companies. About 60 to 70% in a total US market or S&P 500 index fund. 20 to 30% in an international index fund. Simple, diversified, proven. This strategy has quietly beaten most professional fund managers over decades. Not because it's flashy, but because it removes ego, emotion, and expensive fees. And here's the real secret. The $1,000 doesn't matter as much as what happens next. The real wealth comes from consistency. Set up automatic monthly investments. $100, $200, whatever you can afford. When the market is up, you invest. When it crashes, you invest. When you're busy, tired, emotional, you invest. Automation turns discipline into a system. And systems beat motivation every time. Will your first $1,000 make you rich overnight? Of course not. But it will do something more important. It will change your identity. You stop being someone who wants to invest someday. And you become someone who builds wealth. 30 years from now, you won't remember the exact fund ticker you chose. You'll remember that this was the moment you stopped hesitating and started acting. So protect your base. Choose the right account. Buy the market. Automate the habit. That's how $1,000 turns into financial freedom. If this helped you see investing differently, subscribe and let's build wealth the smart way.